This material is intended for adult audiences. Viewer discretion is advised. Hey there, fellow adventurers and lovers of the fantastical. Welcome back to Tipsy Geeks Unite, the podcast where we blend our passion for all things nerdy with a dash of spirited fun. I'm Tabiikat.
And I'm Misskate. And together, we're here to ignite your imagination and quench your thirst for geeky goodness. Whether you're a seasoned wizard in the realm of gaming, a connoisseur of animated epics, or just someone who loves a good story, you're in for a treat.
So, grab your tankard of mead or your potion of choice and join us as we journey through the enchanted lands of video games, streaming sagas, and the vibrant tapestries of anime. We're diving deep into the realms of adult fandom.
From epic boss battles to the intricate plots of our favorite shows, we're here to dissect, discuss, and maybe disagree a little. But hey, that's all part of the adventure, right?
So gear up, summon your courage, and let's embark on another thrilling episode of Tipsy Geeks Unite.
Raise your goblets to the heroes and heroines of our stories. And remember, the real magic happens when you embrace your inner geek.
All right, folks, what quest shall we embark on today?
Man, Tabby, it's been a minute, and we're here talking a month later about Summer's Game Fest.
Man, it's just life has gotten in the way for both of us at different times.
I know.
Or at the same time.
It was at the same time, and then 1 week it was you, 1 week it was me. You know, I got COVID. We would have recorded, but I got COVID, and I've been sick for almost 2 weeks now.
I got sick too at one point.
Oh, yeah.
Other things were happening.
I know, but we're finally here. We're finally, hopefully, back on track. Life is starting to mellow out for us a little bit, so we appreciate your guys' patience. But we could not wait any longer to record. We have a lot to talk about. And a lot of people asked us to do Summer's Game Fest, and you know what? You guys asked and you shall receive. So we are going to do, I wouldn't say a deep dive, but definitely a dive into some of the Summer Games Fest trailers, what we thought about the state of play. But before we actually start talking about video games, what are you drinking, Tabby?
I'm having an espresso martini because but I told people recently I got a new mocha pot and trying that out, and it's giving me banger coffee that's almost like espresso, like very, very strong. So I just am constantly drinking coffee and highly recommend for someone, if you want a stronger cup of coffee, to get a mocha pot and putting in my martini, mix that together with martini, and it's perfect.
How are you not jittery?
I need to get espresso beans. Like, it's very close to an espresso without being actual espresso beans. Espresso is the only thing that makes me jittery.
Huh. Anytime I drink any form of coffee, I feel like my heart's gonna explode.
It's like I do need that kick in the ass, but I just like the taste of coffee. I don't know.
I like the taste of coffee when it's mixed with like cream and other things. Straight coffee, just good.
Just sometimes at like midnight I'll be craving a coffee and I'm like, no, Tabby, you can't. That's the worst decision but I don't. Okay. I hold back.
Yeah, you gotta sleep, man. I can't drink caffeine past a certain time or I'm fucked and I'll just be up all night.
What are you drinking?
Since I am still sick, I'm drinking some peach tea. And I said I was going to put a dash of Japanese whiskey, but it turned out to be a shot. So it's like, it's not necessarily a hot toddy, but it's something. It's
only one dash. One shot, what's the problem?
Exactly. I tried to drink beer last night. I'm not a huge beer drinker anymore. And I drank half a beer last night and I felt sick. I'm just like, no.
Oh, no.
There's something about beer. I think it might just be like the yeast or something. It just makes me bloated and I get nauseous. So
oh,
liquor and wine it is, baby. I ain't mad
It's
about it.
better for your digestion. Just think of that.
Sure, sure. Yeah, we'll say that's what it is.
Yeah.
But no, oh gosh, I was at Costco yesterday with my sister and they had this, it's like $150 bottle of blended Japanese whiskey. And I was just like, oh, looked at it. She's like, Caitlin, no. And I was like, but look.
Caitlin, yes.
She's like, look at it. And I was like, Kate, we're not here for liquor. We're here for grocery. I'm like, but liquor is an edible consumption, so it's technically a grocery. And she's like, you really gonna spend that money on that? And I was like, I got
And
a
now we're
bottle.
back.
I got a bottle of whiskey at home. It's fine. It's fine.
And now we're back on the podcast, so we need to get our inventory up.
I have a few bottles of wine. I still have Bailey's. I think I'm gonna actually go to the liquor store and buy. I'm out of soju, which is very sad for me because I drink soju like I drink water. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah, gotta get on that. But yeah, I'll build up the liquor locker slowly but surely. As I start feeling better. I actually, this might be blasphemous for some people, but I at night was warming up like a little, like a sip of this Japanese whiskey that I have, just warming it up a little bit and then drinking it before I go to bed because my throat has just been absolutely destroyed. And it's actually been pretty nice.
Nice.
So
I've never warmed up my whiskey, I think.
I put it in a glass and then I just poured it in, put it in like some boiling water, like the glass in the boiling water. Don't put it in the microwave. That's a bad idea.
You know?
And I just warm it up. It's not like hot, but it's just like lukewarm. And it soothed my throat a little bit. Put a little bit of honey in it.
Mm-hmm.
It was pretty nice.
Honey and lemon.
I don't have lemon, unfortunately, but just a little bit of honey in that whiskey, warmed it up a little bit, drank it, went to sleep. It helped me not hack my way into the night because got a bad cough. I'm also eating a cough drop, so don't recommend having a cough drop with liquor out there. Don't do what I'm doing. It's probably not a great idea.
Do as I say, not as I do.
Exactly. All right. So Tabby and I watched Summer Games Fest when it first aired, and then we had to rewatch it today because it's been a month. But have a good set of games that we want to talk about, and yeah, I'm gonna let Tabby start this off. Just a trigger warning. I got some hot takes.
Yeah. Like, so one game I'm really, really looking forward to is Zoocosis. It is a horror game. It's animal horror, which is, you would think with my background in vet med, like I don't want anything with animals like in horror to mix, but this is more like when it comes to video games with animals, I think like if there's a dog or a cat, like a companion animal that is your friend, or any type of other animal that becomes your friend, it's like I worry about any harm to the animal, anything displeasing. And if anything, if you think of like Rule of Rose, where it's a horror game where you have an animal companion and things happen to the animal that is like a story-based character. It's like I don't like that game. I don't want to see it. I don't like the ending. But this is more like the main character is trapped in a zoo and has to cure these mutated zoo animals. The animals in the zoo are all part of the horror. And it looks very like Parasite, like the movie Parasite with the zoo animals.
Mm-hmm.
And I actually love Parasite.
The anime?
I think I would. No, Parasite. Am I thinking of the right movie title?
Because there is a movie called Parasite that's Korean where the family finds like this rich family and they try to con them, and they're living in this house that has a secret bunker, and then the dad ends up killing the other dad of the rich house. That's a Parasite movie that I was thinking of. There is
Oh, not
a
what? Oh, am I thinking of the thing? Now
might
I'm
you
Googling.
might be because there's also an anime called Parasite where these parasites infect humans. I haven't watched it in a very long time, and they get like super abilities per se. That's what I thought you might be alluding to because they also
Oh,
made a live action on Netflix.
I'm thinking about the thing.
Okay,
Like,
so
I didn't think I would like the thing, but I ended up really liking it.
it's a good is it what John Carpenter film?
1982. I think it's John Carpenter.
Yeah, I think he's the one. He made that, The Mist. Fuck. Can't remember. I think it's a John Carpenter film. But yes, I like the thing where they're out in like Antarctica and the fucking wolves.
Yeah,
They're shooting
like
this wolf and you're like, what the fuck? And it turns out it's a fucking parasite and then it like transfers to the crew that's out there and they like kill each other one
it is a
by
John
one.
Carpenter movie.
Sick.
Yes, but Zoocosis seems very much in line with that kind of horror,
Mm-hmm.
which I'm all about. It's not so much the animals are fleshed out in likable characters, they're more like an obstacle, and they are the face of the horror that you have to get through. So
Yeah.
I'm excited for that. I think it's a little different. It takes place in a zoo, which I love. So I'm ready for
I
this.
saw
I'm
in Summer Game Fest when that there's some horror games that are coming out, and that was one of them that I was immediately Tabby's gonna fucking play that. That
yeah.
is right up fucking Tabby's alley. She's gonna play the fuck out of that, and you know what? She's gonna save all the animals because I remember in I think it's Day of the Dev Summer Game Fest showcase. That some of the devs were talking about oh, there's four different endings depending on what you do. And I'm like, Tabby's gonna save the fucking animals. Like, let's
Of
be real.
course.
I would just let them all die.
No, well, I maybe I'll try to get all the
If
endings, but I
there was
won't be
like,
happy about it.
there was a trailer in the trailer, there was like a fucking kangaroo with teeth as its pouch. And I was like, you want me
Ugh,
to cure that? I will fucking kill it. This is a survival
it
game.
wasn't
I will
their
live.
choice.
No, but like if it's coming at me trying to chomp me, it's dying.
Oh, so that is one thing I'll kick off with that I'm super hyped for on my wish list immediately.
Yeah, I saw that. I thought of you. There was also another game, the Bloomhouse horror anthology games. The one that we watched together showed one where these two girls fuck with a Ouija board and some fucked up shit, kind of Silent Hill esque. But
I would describe that differently.
I don't know. It kind of, you walk around with a fucking flashlight and you gotta go through these obstacles and you're saving your friend. I feel like the friend is fucking clickbait, but that's just me.
The visuals are very old school VHS looking,
Oh, well,
uh,
yeah. Yeah, definitely.
polygonal. I don't know if polygonal would be the right word. Poly
Polygonal.
Polygonal, maybe.
Yeah, there was a recent horror game that came out that it looks similar. It's very,
Very PlayStation 1,
yeah. I forgot the fucking name of it,
1990s.
but I don't play horror games unless Tabby forces me to. And then there was another horror game. Well, there are actually a few. There was the Karma, the Dark Room.
Yep.
It's by a Chinese development group. And then there was Slitherhead, I think it's called, who's by the guy who actually worked on Silent Hill. That's another
Oh.
horror game where I don't fucking understand it. Like you're in some fucking Asian town city and you can transport yourself into other bodies and there's fucked up monsters. I don't know. I saw that and I was like, that's another Tabby. Tabby might play that. But definitely the zoo one. I was like, oh god, they made an animal horror game. Sign Tabby the
Uh,
fuck up.
Karma looks very dystopian, psychological horror, which I'm all about as well. I
Mm-hmm.
love the dystopian stuff, so I'm ready for it. All of these, I believe all these horror games that were known, they're not all first person, but Karma and Zoocosis is. So
There was another one
I
too, wasn't there? That you thought, the fuck was it?
mm,
Brain fart. Watched too many game trailers. You know, it'll come to me later. I'll remember it. Forgot that. Oh, it was that cyberpunk side scroller horror.
oh, is it Possessions?
No, 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 no,
No,
no.
that's not it.
It wasn't in the. It was in the Day of the Dev one, and you and I were talking
Mm,
about like I don't really like cyberpunk stuff, and we don't like 2D side scrollers that much. But it's about the girl who she's like non-binary. She's she's
oh
different
yeah, I forgot the
mix
name of
of
one.
fuck. What's the name of it? Yeah, you said that you might try that one out. I'm interested in watching you play that because I want to see how that one looked like a mind fuck. They were like, it's a
Mm.
psychological cyberpunk horror game, and I was like, well, it reminded me a lot of the cat lady.
Yeah. Oh my God. Yes.
Cat lady fucked me.
No.
I never played cat lady. I watched someone play cat lady. That game is fucked up.
It's just like everything from the Cat Lady developers, just all those games, Rambo, Little Misfortune, they fuck you up.
They're just dark, man. That bringing up Little Misfortune. You saw another game trailer called Tom the Post Girl, something like that. But she's like looks like Little Red Riding Hood, and she's delivering post in a fucked up town.
Yeah, Tom the Post Girl. And it also is very Little Misfortune where it's adorable on the surface, but kind of off-putting and creepy, kind of like, something's going on, but it's like your main character looks through windows and there's different puzzles to spy on your neighbors, and all your neighbors are doing like this fucked up kinky shit, and you're just a little girl in like a red raincoat and a little ribbon and bow, and it's like, what the fuck is this? It's like the innocent main character child looking at what these deranged adults are doing and not really perceiving it as something deranged and wrong. She's just like, ooh, what's going on here? Like just being inquisitive and childish.
And they kept, I don't know if you caught in the trailer, but they kept calling her, like, the townsfolk calling her the stalker because she, like, just looks through people's windows and shit. I was like, well, this is a whole level of fucking fucked up shit. I'll leave Tabby to play this.
Yes, I definitely will because I loved Little Misfortune and I cried at the end,
Yeah, the end
like a
was
little bitch.
the end to Little Misfortune. I was not expecting it when it happened. I didn't cry, but I was very like sad. I felt a little empty inside. So
I really hope they make a. I didn't feel empty, just it was all very tragic, but
it
I
was.
liked, yeah, the ending. But I hope they make a continuation maybe of Little Misfortune.
Who knows? It might be Tom the post girl. I don't know.
Yeah,
Yeah, so
it's definitely you can play the demo on Steam right now,
oh
so
sick.
I might have to go do that.
Nice. Yeah, you gotta let us know what you think if you stream it. Check out
I would
Tabby's
probably
Twitch
stream it,
because
yeah.
it's gonna be fucking wild. Um, I think one of the first everyone knows me and I love action games. One of the games that stood out to me immediately was good old Doom the Dark Ages.
Hmm.
I love Doom. I played Doom 2016 and Doom Eternal. Played the fuck out of them. And then I didn't realize they were making a new Doom game, and I can't wait to be Doomslayer again. They added like you got a shield and sword. They added that you could fly on creatures and kind of a mech kind of thing where you get in a giant, I don't know, kind of robot and you
They
fight
have
hell's
a
creatures.
skull gun.
Oh man. Or the music in Doom is so good. I
Wild.
can't wait for more just violence of rip and tear. Tabby needs to play Doom. I want to see her the
Yeah, I've
chaos.
never played Doom. Well, not 100% true. I've played Doom 64, but today's modern Doom is very different than classic Doom.
Yeah, I tried to play the old school Doom games, and I'm not gonna say they're bad. They're not. They're actually. If I played those games at the time, I think they would be fucking dope. But nowadays, I can't. It's hard for me to play retro games. Very hard. And that's something we can segue into when we were watching Day of the Dev showcase. There's a lot of retro games coming out. Like retro
Hmm.
is. I don't want to say they're having a comeback. I don't know
The
if that's
nostalgia is hitting hard.
it fucking is. And I kind of sat there when I first watched it. I was like, oh, man, why are we bringing retro back? And I mean, I would have to blame the game market right now just because a lot of games are either too expensive or when they come out they're absolute garbage. But uh I'm not gonna be hopping on the retro bandwagon. It's not my cup of tea. I do like aesthetically pleasing things to my eyes, so um, I like complicated game mechanics. But I felt a lot of the Day of the Dev showcase was a lot of retro stuff, and there's
Mm.
also a lot of weird
Puzzle.
out puzzle games and weird ass fucking games. And I'm not I'm here for it. I love the innovation, but there were some like that one building relationships where you're in an actual fucking house and you're like romancing other buildings. Like what the like I want to know how fucking high you were these people were when they made it. It's from a Thai from Thailand developer, and he had such great charisma when he was talking. Like,
He
you
did.
hear a really stupid game, and I was like, sign me up, bitch. Will I
Like,
play it? But I don't know.
I think he understands the ridiculousness of the premise and is running with it.
Right? Yeah,
I would love to see people play it for shits and giggles.
100%, 100%. I would watch it to see just what the whole time I was watching that trailer, I was what the fuck? What the actual fuck? That was me the entire time. Like, what the fuck? It's just wild. And there was another game, I can't remember the name of it, where you're playing like on a Game Boy, and you're playing a game on a Game Boy and a game, and it
Yeah.
was like an Inception kind of deal. And I thought that was a really neat concept. I won't be playing it, but it was an interesting concept. And I'm interested to
Oh,
see how I want to see. I do want to watch other people play it, just because it's very unique, I would say.
it's like just think of yourself holding your phone, doing something while walking IRL, and think put that on the game, and you're playing the game, playing a game on the on your little handheld Game Boy in the game. So it's very Inception.
Yeah, total. I couldn't multitask like that. I'd be looking like at two different. How do you look at two different screens? I say that, and I play a lot of complex games, but that to me blew my mind. I sat there thinking to myself, I would get very confused very quickly. Like, what am I supposed to be looking at the same time? I don't know.
It maybe I'm just old, but it seems like a lot of work to me.
It does, but it's a very unique concept, and I
Yeah.
really want to see how it how it develops essentially. Um, and then you also caught kind of the intel of the Game Awards for section. So there was the Game Awards, Summer Game Fest. Then we watched Day of the Dev. Then we watched Devolver, and then we watched the Xbox. Um, I could give you a rundown of the games that I saw in the Summer Game Awards showcase. God, there's so many
Mhm.
like fucking tongue twisters.
It's so many.
Yeah, so it started out with a trailer for they're making another Lego game. And it's for Horizon Zero Dawn. You get to play as Aloy. Uh I kind of just skimmed through it. I played Horizon Zero Dawn and a little bit of Horizon Forbidden West, and I was just like, cool, another Lego game, sick, 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 sick. Like, cool. I play some Lego games, very little, uh, but of course, Lego's such a huge franchise, so I'm
Hmm.
sure a lot of people will play that. Um, I noticed zom I feel like the zombie genre is just so saturated. So they're coming out with a game called No More Room in Hell 2. And it's a basically, I don't know if you ever played Project Zomboid, but it's like a 3D version of Project Zomboid.
Oh, I have played Project Zomboid. I might
Yeah,
have to check it out.
it's a permadeath game. Just like if you die in Project Zomboid, you got to start over and you got to go like turn on electricity to get gas or, you know. I am so over zombies. I'm going to say that. I am
It's, I
done.
get that. It's not my usual cup of tea unless it's really good, unless I'm really into it.
Yeah, I stopped playing. I think the last zombie game other than Project Zomboid I played was, what is it? Back for Blood.
Hmm.
And then the last like story driven zombie game, I tried playing Dying Light 2, and I'm not good with first person games, and that has a lot of parkour, and I get motion sickness, so I stopped playing Dying Light 2. I never finished it. But those are the last kind of zombie games I've played, and I have no absolute
Hmm.
desire to touch another zombie game for a long time. Very
We
long
do
time.
need a zombie break from TV and video game zombies.
Oh my god, if we could stop with the Walking Dead bullshit, that'd be sick. But you
Is
know,
it not over?
don't they have like another side story with like what's the
Oh
fuck is his
my
name? Daryl
God.
or some shit? He has his own TV show now.
Hmm.
I don't
Does he? Oh
I
my
don't
goodness.
know.
All the actors are going to like die before the series is over.
I don't know. I am not into The Walking Dead. I never have been, never will be. I just like the memes. Carl,
Yeah, I just
Carl.
like the Telltale Walking Dead.
Yeah, I've never played it. But
First season is amazing.
uh, it's funny is I have tons of zombies tattooed all over my body, and I was obsessed with zombies when I was very young, and now I kind of don't like them. Kind of don't like them anymore.
It's
They're just so oversaturated.
We've all had too much zombies. I think 99% of people will say the same.
I would hope so, but they keep making zombie games because they're also releasing
Yeah.
State of Decay 3. We saw that trailer. Well, saw part of it, and then I skipped through it because I was like, oh, look, zombies, bye.
It's I never want a game to tank, but I hope it's good.
I mean, I wish all the best to a lot of these game devs and even to some of the publishers, but stop feeding us fucking zombies, please. Stop. Um, Another game that was part of the Summer Game Awards Fest shit. They're coming out with a Harry Potter Quidditch game.
It's about time, really.
It
They should have done
is.
that years ago.
Exactly. I grew up with Harry Potter. I love Harry Potter. I played the fuck out of Hogwarts Legacy. Great nostalgic kind of game. Will I play the Quidditch game? No.
No.
Again, I'm it's like I loved Witcher, but I'm not going to play the Gwent game. Like I know Gwent's a huge part of it, Quidditch is a huge part of Harry Potter, but we'll see how well this Quidditch game does. I don't know if a lot of people are going to be interested in a full Quidditch game. You know, Hogwarts Legacy had a lot of different stuff in it, which made it a lot of fun, but I don't know. I don't know. I think the Quidditch game came a little too late.
Yeah, it's past the point, I think, but we'll see how popular it is when it comes out. I uh, I don't know. I think it's too late. Like when I was in college and I would see people on the quad having their Quidditch, what is it called when they play it IRL? Like
Lacrosse?
no, not lacrosse. The people that play Quidditch in real life, like with teams and everything.
You play Quidditch in real life?
You've never heard, oh my God, you've never heard of the people that play Quidditch? Let me look
How
them
the
up. I
fuck do you
forgot their
play
name.
it ROL? There's no such thing as flying brooms, bro. And there's
No,
no
you just run with a broom between your leg.
Jesus. And there's a snitch and the bludgers and everything.
Yeah,
That's
there is. I don't know. They make it a little different. They alter it a little bit. How to play Muggle Quidditch.
oh my god, it's called Muggle Quidditch. Hold the fucking phone. What?
Yes, I
Oh
would
my
see
god.
people on these Muggle Quidditch teams as I'm like exiting my classes, and when I'm sure it's fun. Like I'm not going to disparage anyone from doing that. You can do whatever makes you happy. It just looks very strange to be a person looking at someone playing on those teams. It's after seeing like the movies.
Just with a broom between your legs.
Yes, maybe it's really
Oh
fun.
man, our imaginations, man, run wild. I mean, people play frisbee golf. That's a whole fucking thing. That's strange to me. But here we are. Well, you know what? Whatever tickles your fucking pickle, bro. whatever
Right?
whatever makes
It's
you
not hurting
fucking mad.
anybody.
It's not. That's just, you know what? Bring it to life, baby. Let's fucking go.
But that
Oh
was
my
so
gosh.
long ago. Like when I look up these articles for Muggle Quidditch, it's from 2011. And that
Shit.
was more when it was peak like popularity for some people. Harry Potter popularity for some people. So yeah,
Yeah.
I think it's kind of past its prime.
We'll see. I mean, we'll see how the Quidditch game pans out, but uh so another I think a huge release, and I think it's probably the final one, is the new Civ game.
You think it's the final one? Don't tell me.
I don't know. I'm just saying, what's the latest one that's out? Six?
Yeah.
Uh, homie who, the guy who introduced it's like, I guess the creator of Civ,
Mm-hmm.
he's grandpa age. Are they going to
I'm
continue it after,
sure.
you know?
I would think they could. I mean, it's a very popular game. I can't wait for Civ 7. I love Civ.
I tried playing Civ 6 and I'm just too stupid for those types of games. And I'm interested in them because I played Age of Empires, I think 4. And I
Hmm.
was getting into it, but all I do is make a military and I fuck shit up. I always forget, like, you need to get food, you need to build shelters, you need to build a fucking town, you gotta go protect town. I'm like, this is too much multitasking for my brain.
Yeah, there's so many ways to win, and domination's just one of
I
them.
just want war.
Fate just wants to dominate.
I just want war, man. I played a Total Warhammer 3 and that game I enjoyed a lot because I fucking killed everything. I enjoyed it. I mean,
That's why I'm not a Warhammer player,
was
but
I
I
was
could
I
see you being one.
I wasn't successful. Don't get me wrong. None of my campaigns have ever been successful, but it's just fucking building an army and slaughtering things. I enjoyed it, man. Am I tactical?
Destruction.
Am I tactical? Absolutely not. Absolutely fucking not. But I had a great time just watching people get fucking plummeted. It's great. But my best friend, she plays a lot of Civ, and she's like, "Here, play Civ with me." And I sat there and I'm like, "There's so many buttons. I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing."
It's quite daunting.
It's insanely daunting. Yeah, I enjoy watching people playing Civ, but I don't know if this is gonna be the last one. Don't quote me. I that was my assumption because he might be retiring. I don't know. I I'm shocked that they're doing more Civ. I thought, how much more Civ can you make?
I I don't know. I'm not a developer, but I'm sure they could carry on without him. I mean, it makes money.
I mean, people love those kinds of games. Those types of strategy tactical games are popular. I remember when I watched the PC gaming magazine showcase. I can't tell you how many games were those types of games where you build a fucking civilization and you do all these different types of things. I mean, you saw the trailers for Age of Mythology and you got so hyped for it.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like,
I'm hyped.
how many fucking games? Ah! But it is what it is. It's a
Wait,
huge, huge industry. So
it's not like all those puzzle games we saw.
fucking Christ, dude.
Like,
Okay, this is hot take number one. I get it. People love puzzle games. More power to you. People love Portal. People love Riven. People love the Telos principle. I won't touch those games. I don't like puzzle games. If you make me think that hard, I'm just not gonna have fun. And we saw the trailer for Talos Principle 2, and immediately you and I were like, a puzzle game. Anytime we saw a trailer for a puzzle game, we were like, and we're skipping.
like to be fair, Talos Principle is very good, very highly rated, and I should probably play it. But
More
I'm
power to
like,
you, bro. If you want me to
there's
figure out how to fucking chain something to open a thing to get to the top of a tower that involves limited resources, yeah, I can barely do dishes.
like it was just a lot for this showcase. It was a lot of puzzle games.
Yeah, a lot of puzzle games, a lot of world building, a lot of also what do you call those? I guess it's kind of world building, kind of like Power World, Valheim, you start somewhere and you got to gather, build and maintain. So many fucking games like that. So many. I'm just
Mhm.
like no. I can't
He said no.
I have so many friends who try to get me to play Raft, V Rising, Valheim, the Fortnite Lego building game, fucking what is that fucking game everyone loves?
Sea of Thieves,
No, 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 no. Um,
Minecraft.
no, it's like Minecraft, kind of. Oh God, I have to pull it up on my Steam. It's a huge. The guy made it, and then I'm just gonna pull it up.
Forest?
No,
The
no, no,
forest?
no, no.
No.
Ew, gross. No. Um, I'm pulling up my Steam right now because it's gonna drive me fucking mad, man. Because I have it. Stardew Valley.
Oh, of course. I love Stardew Valley.
I can't do. I got pretty far in Stardew Valley, and I ended up romancing too many people, and they found out, and I got ousted essentially, and I just stopped playing. I never beat the game. Um, I think the only game I've ever made progress in that is from that genre is V Rising because it has combat in it, and they added Castlevania shit to it. I made a castle, made some slaves, fought some bosses, and then I was like, cool, I'm done. And then it was like, you're
Oh,
gonna beat the game? And I'm like, nah.
that's like right now I'm playing Manor Lords, which is
Mm.
in open beta, and I'm obsessed. Even though there's not a whole lot to do right now, it's just developed by one person, but I love the conquering and establishing a civilization type of games. I just love it.
I'm not good at it just because I'm so impatient. I don't want to have to like, all right, you got to farm for all this wood and this stone, and then you have to build this, and then you have to go fight this to level up so you can make clay, and then you can make iron, and then you have to fucking go here, and then you have to feed yourself. It was the same thing. I played a lot of Subnautica, and I had to put it on the easiest thing because I kept fucking dying from dehydration or not eating. So I put it where I don't need that shit. The only thing I had to maintain was oxygen. And I got decently far in Subnautica, and then I just gave up because I have a fear of the ocean. I did it because, my community was like, play this game, and it literally gave me nightmares. And I tried playing the second one, and I got attacked by some big sea creature, and I was like, uninstall.
Oh no.
No, thank you. The ocean's too scary for me. But those games, it's funny is I will watch people play them, and then I'll get this urge, like, you know what, I can do it. I can fucking, Caitlin, you can do this. And then I'll play it, and I'm like, I fucking hate every moment of my life right now.
Oh no.
But I love watching people play them. But yeah, there was a lot of games where gather resources, get pets, build a house, rebuild the bridge, and I was like, I can barely play Animal Crossing. What you mean? What you mean?
Just stick to Animal Crossing.
Animal Crossing pisses me off. My community knows when I used to stream Animal Crossing, all I did was try to kill the fucking raccoons. I hate you, Tom, and your fucking economy. You hear me, Animal Crossing, Tom? Your economy fucking sucks. What do you mean that I sign up to go to this fucking island because you promised me a fucking sick ass part, like, sick ass time, and I'm the one building bridges, and I'm the one fucking building other people's houses, and I'm the one who's fucking, I built a museum. I had to go collect stuff for me. You know what? Don't get me. I will rant for Animal Crossing for hours. That game makes me. It's supposed to be a wholesome, sweet game. That game, it makes me violently angry.
I don't know how you try to kill them because I don't see how there's a possibility that'll.
I dig holes around them, hoping they fall in. It's just my imagination and wishful thinking, but you can't. There's no violence in that game.
Unfortunately,
there's not. But I try to. I'll build a fence around them and be like, "Get out of this now, bitch!" But then you go to sleep and you wake up and he's in his fucking town hall, just like, "Have you donated these bells to build the bridge so we can get more villagers?" I don't know, Tom. Isn't that your fucking job? Is that your fucking job, Tom? Do you hear me? I'm the one who signed up on this package for you to give me a village experience, and then you're the one making me build everything. You get off your ass and do it, bro.
If only there was like an Animal Crossing Sims where you could just block someone in the pool and drown them.
Yeah, throw that bitch in the fucking ocean. I'm surrounded by an ocean anyways. I gotta go pull weeds. He's like, "Oh, there's a lot of weeds. You need to pull." Fuck you, Tom. You pull weeds. You got thumbs. You're a raccoon. Raccoons have thumbs. Fuck out. Get out there. And then when a villager loses his shit, it's like, "Oh, I lost my logbook. I'm just so distraught." And I'm like, I don't know. If you walk 3 feet behind your house, you might fucking find it on the ground. No, I gotta get. All right, we gotta get out of this Animal Crossing bit. I'm okay. Anyways, back to Summer Games Fest. Yeah. A lot of world building games, which they're actually great games to zone out to, put on a movie or some music and just chill. As long as just not Animal Crossing. Anyways, another huge game, I think the only game I'm actually looking forward to that's coming out this year is Black Myth Wukong. I cannot wait to play that game.
It looks good.
I am like, if I didn't have vet bills, I would actually pre-order it right now, but I gotta take care of the boy. But that is, Elden Ring DLC Shadow of the Erdtree came out this year, and I was pretty excited for it. Have I beaten it? No. But I'm more excited for Black Myth Wukong than I was for Elden Ring DLC. Truth.
Sacrilegious.
I know. God, people are gonna be like, "What the fuck is wrong with you?" And it's just, I can't tell you how many playthroughs I've done in fucking Elden Ring, and am I burnt out a wee bit? But everyone knows I love anything Asian, and Black Myth Wukong's about like the Monkey King. He's fighting fucking big ass monsters. Sign me the fuck up. And it's like got sick ass combat in it. Sign me the fuck up.
It's about time we've had a game that centers around the Monkey King.
I think there are some. They're just really bad.
Well, we need some good ones.
This one looks great. It's been popular. In development for several years. I'm really looking forward to it. So that is, I'm so hyped for it. I dream about it sometimes just because I loved Sekiro. I love the single player experience, and I want the combat. I want to be punished and I want to cry. And so I'm looking forward to it. Really, really looking forward to it. Another Souls-like game that's also coming out that you and I talked about is Phantom Blade Zero.
Yes.
That game looks sick. Sick. I cannot wait
on
for
the
that.
wish list.
Yeah, you and I were wish listing stuff left and right when we were watching this, and
I know.
Yeah, I cannot wait for Phantom Blade. There's not much is known about it from what I know. The demos were only playable if you were actually present at some of these events. So I'm
Mm.
hoping they release a demo for everyone to try out. I'm not someone who likes playing demos, but I would like to try that one out.
Oh, I love playing demos.
I feel very unsatisfied when I play a demo because I'm like, but I want more. Give me
It's like
more.
I don't have enough time to play through all the games in my library, and when there's a little demo, it's like, oh, I can play through an entire demo in like an hour or two and feel like I get a chunk of a good amount of story and like, okay, I finished the demo, now I can wait for the full game and, if I really like it. And then if I don't like it, then I can just shove it to the side.
Fair. I recently played. So I saw the trailer last year, and then they did a trailer this year for a game called Kitsune. Uh, something gods. It's from Capcom, and I played the demo for that. And it was really good. Well, it was good. I shouldn't say really good. It was very different from what I'm used to from Capcom. I might buy it because it actually just released last week. But that game can that's that, and the only other demo I played this year was for Stellar Blade, the Booba game. Um,
I want to play the Booba game.
I want to buy it, but I'm not paying $60-$70 for it. The way my bank account works, I'm saving
No,
my money
God,
for
games
Black
are
Myth.
expensive.
They're so fucking expensive, man. So, but another game. I don't know if you're familiar with Platinum Games. They made Persona.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, definitely.
They're
I've
coming
played.
out with a
Oh,
game called Metaphor.
yeah. It looks interesting. I haven't
Yeah.
played a Persona game since 4 Golden.
I haven't played 4 Golden. I still need to finish 5. I really like 5, but I get really frustrated because I'm not good with those games because I think I fucked up building up
Oh,
your persona. Pretty trash at it. But I want to
s-
play. I have Persona 4 Golden. I'm going to play it. I'm going to beat 5. It's I've been playing Persona 5 for like 6-7 years now, and it's not done. Don't judge me. uh but yeah, Metaphor's coming out next year, and what intrigued me about it is you have, instead of different personas, they're doing different archetypes.
mm-hmm.
So I'm interested. I love me some weeb games. I'm a sucker for it. Sign me up.
It's Persona games, Persona-like games, or anything from that company. I lose my life to those games. So
Yep.
that's why I never started 5 because I'm like, oh, Persona 3 and 4, I lost my life too. Many years into those games.
I'm okay with it. This is my life now.
And I
See,
played 2 as well, and it's it's just so much game.
it's a lot of game. It's a lot of fucking game. But I'm here for it. There's some games I'm like, all right, I'll sink a few hundred hours into. And then I look back at my life and I'm like, do you regret that? And I'm like, no, not really.
Yeah.
I was happy.
It's like me and Hades right now.
Yeah.
I love Hades. I got into Hades so late, but that's because 2 just came out.
Yeah, I played the fuck out of 1. I actually want to go back and do some more stuff in 1, and I played 2. I got to the end boss, and I was like, cool. I'm going to wait for full release. Speaking of Hades, I don't I don't know if you watch other Game Fest showcases, but I've noticed that there's a lot of Hades games where you play as the Greek mythology and you have that same kind of roguelike. And I remember talking to my friends JS and I believe Cox about it, where I'm like, I'm glad people are being inspired by these games like Hades, which is a phenomenal game, but I and I'm pretty sure they go in with the realization that you're going up against Hades, and is people are going to hold your game to a standard, and if it doesn't match that, you're going to have a bad time. Another hot take in my eyes, because I've played um a game that's kind of like Hades. I forgot, it's like something immortal, and it was really bad. It was really bad. Really, really bad. They tried to do the same kind of like oh, here, talk to this god to get this ability to get through levels, and it was just, it
Mm-hmm.
seemed rushed, for one, and two, the storytelling was just really bad. And I'm not gonna lie, like, I love Hades for the Greek mythology and all that. I don't need 20 other games that have the same Greek mythology.
Yeah, it's interesting sometimes to see the takes, how these studios will change the story
Mm-hmm.
to fit their game. But if they're all doing it just to replicate Hades' success, then
It's kind of
it's
like
not
zombie
creative.
games, man. It's kind of like zombie games. Like, how many stories can you make in a zombie thing? Let's just be
Uh,
real.
we've made a lot.
Yeah, yeah. And how many of them are memorable? Not a whole lot.
No.
So another game that I saw that got a lot of hype for is they're making a new Batman game. I've never played any of the Batman games because I'm not a comic book person. But I remember when I was watching it with my community, everyone saw the Batman. They're like, "Fuck Batman!" And I was like, "Huh? You gotta play Batman, Caitlin?" And I'm like, "No,
No. I played the
no."
first game.
Yeah, there's like Batman Arkham Asylum, Batman something, and now this one's another. I forgot what the name. I saw it and I was like, "Oh, look, Batman. Cool." Next. I just
Next.
there's so many. I don't know if you paid attention to the other comic book games that have come out. Like Midnight Suns did not do well. Suicide Squad fucking ate it.
Oh no, it's oof. That was an oof.
That was a big fucking oof. Yeah, Suicide Squad ate it fucking hard. And there's like the
And I knew
Avengers
so many
game.
people that were so excited for that game.
Mm-hmm.
It was
I
unfortunate.
had a lot of people tell me like in my Discord like, "Oh man, I bought Suicide Squad and I refunded it like an hour in." And I was like, "Shit."
Oh.
They're like, "Good thing I refunded that trash game." And I was like, "Yikes." Because I had a few people like, "Caitlin, it's co-op. Play it with us." And I was like, I don't. One, I detest Harley Quinn. I hate anything Harley Quinn. Don't come at me. And I just don't. I'm not into superheroes. Like, sure, I'll watch some of the movies with like my mom and some of my nieces and nephews, but I've never been into comic books, like those type of comic books. I've never been into superheroes. So, but I know I've heard nothing but good things about Batman. And so I really hope that this Batman game kind of, I wouldn't say redeem the superhero video game genre, but I really hope that fans of those types of games feel satisfied because I think another, the only other successful like superhero game that's really come out that people love and it's won awards are the Spider-Man games,
Yeah.
which
That's true.
I tried playing one of them, and I mean it was cool, but I don't like Peter Parker, so I just play. Everyone
I
told me,
haven't
"Caitlin,
really
try it."
played. Yeah.
Yeah, people were just try it, Kate, and I was just like, played a couple hours. I was like, cool. I don't like Peter Parker. I'm out. I tried it. Can't say that I didn't try.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. Um. Uh. Also a game that I've never tried, and they made a second one. Is Kingdom Deliverance 2 was announced. I've never played the first one, and I own it,
Yes.
and I want to play it. And
I want to play it.
people told me not to play. I got mixed bags. Some people said Kingdom Deliverance is fun. A lot of other people said that Kingdom Deliverance 2 or Kingdom Deliverance is not good. So I'm kind of curious now, since I'm getting mixed signals here on what that game is, because I owned the first one. I bought it. It was like on sale for $3. And I was like, oh well, fuck it, why not? So I'm in. When they announced the second one, I was like, okay, well that gives me more oomph to play it.
Mm-hmm.
Have you played it?
I haven't, but the first one's in my wish list, and I was gonna buy it the other day and I didn't. But I'm on that Renaissance or like
Mm-hmm.
medieval Renaissance game hype now after starting Manor Lords, and I really want to play that game. I really want to play Deliverance.
I wanna check it out. I don't know if I'll stream it because people say it's very slow, but I
Yeah,
want to try it because it looks interesting. It looks fun.
it's so the first Deliverance was the company's first game ever.
Oh.
So there's some bits of it that are clunky and some that are like a lot of pros and, some noticeable cons, I
Mm-hmm.
think. So I think it gets mixed reviews because of that. And like some people are
Mm.
like, you just got to look past this and then you're golden, sort of thing.
Gotcha. So what you would look for in a lot of other games.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay. Well, when you try it out, I'll try it out and we could talk about it together in another episode maybe. I don't know if
Yeah.
if if Kingdom Deliverance has a huge fan base, but it looks intriguing. I love medieval shit too. Like why the fuck not?
I think it has a small but firm fan base.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Um I've been into a lot of co-op games cuz I love playing with some of my friends. And a game that was showcased for at the Summer Game Awards Game Fest fucking thing is called Tears of Metal. And I don't know if you play as William Wallace, but you play as a Scot. And it's a roguelike, and you have a team of four, and you're just fighting hordes of enemies. And I was like, I could run around in a kilt with an axe. Sign me up.
Yeah.
Put me in, coach. Put me
I
in.
haven't heard of that one.
Yeah, you can wish list it on Steam. It looks pretty cool. I want to be a Scot in a kilt with an axe, and I just want to slaughter people. Sign me up.
What's not to love?
Exactly. Another. So going into some indie games. I don't know if you ever played Gris.
I did.
Love that
Loved
game. So
it.
the developers of Gris are coming out with a new game called Sorry if I pronounce this wrong. Neva, 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 where you play as a girl with a giant kind of fox or wolf spirit entity animal thing. And I fucking lost my shit. I was like, I need that right now.
I know. That's like that Neva and Deer and Boy look
Ugh,
kind of similar, and I want to play both of them so bad,
yeah.
especially Deer and Boy.
Dear and boy, fuck yes. Yes, yes, listeners, I play wholesome sweet games too, okay? I have a soft spot. Yeah, Dear and boy, I'm pretty sure I'm going to cry like a bitch and I'm here for it. I need to feel something.
I
Uh
think both will make me cry like a bitch.
oh yeah, and I play those games on my own. I don't stream them cuz I want to sit there and I want to get immersed into the atmosphere and the story and cry and blow my nose on my t-shirt. So definitely looking forward. Deer and Boy just looks so good. If it's anything
Oh,
like Bambi, fuck, I'm screwed, but I'll play it.
I hope not. I hope we can have a happy ending with our
Please,
animal companions and
please.
nothing bad happens to them because we both can't stand it right now.
Yeah, I cannot stand any more animal death. Please let it be happy. Like you can give me some
Neither of
sad
us.
moments, but please let me have fucking happy endings, bro. Um there so when we watched the Xbox, so we can move into the Xbox showcase, which had a lot of trailers, which I will say out of all the showcases, Xbox I appreciate because it's minimal talking and just trailers. Um not that I don't appreciate Day of the Dev showcase where you get to meet the devs, you get to hear why they're doing, what's the story behind it. That's nice, but there's just times where I'm just like, show me the fucking trailer, please. Just
It's,
show me
yeah.
the trailer. And in the Xbox showcase, you and I both were really excited for Fable, and we neither one of us have played Fable. I don't even know what the fuck Fable's about, but I want to play it.
I feel like when was growing up, everyone was always excited about Fable games, but I felt like the response to the different Fable games growing up was very mixed. Like, I think one was really good, and then two, or like one was iffy, then two was really good, and three was really bad, or something like that. I don't remember. 100%.
Yeah,
Um,
I remember people talking about Fable, but when I was playing games at the time, it was when like Call of Duty first came out and Red Dead Redemption. So people were talking more about those games than Fable when I was kind of playing games. And I was playing a lot of like Tomb Raider and fucking Otogi, uh Castlevania. What else was I playing at that time? Gears of War. Those were the games I played back in the day. I did play Red Dead Redemption 1. Will I ever play the second one? Probably not, and I own it. I just can't get past the fucking prologue. um, yeah, so I'm looking forward to Fable. I think this year and probably next year, what I saw with like AAA games is I will definitely be investing in Xbox PC Pass because there's a lot of games I want to play but I don't want to buy because I know I'm not gonna play them again. So there's no point in me paying full price for a game that I might like.
mm-hmm.
Like we saw a trailer for a game called Expedition 33 where it looked beautiful, but what the fuck was the story?
It's Yeah, it really doesn't showcase the story a whole lot, just a lot of the gameplay, which looks frustrating,
Yeah,
to say
definitely.
the least. I mean, the character in the story is like, ah.
Yep. Yeah, definitely. Another game we saw that I'm torn if I want to buy it or if I want to do Xbox PC Pass is South of Midnight, where
Mm-hmm.
you play. I don't know if it's involving voodoo, but you got the giant catfish and the young lady, and you're going through the bayou.
Like the voice acting in the trailer seemed really good,
Mm-hmm.
and the music was stunning, the visuals were stunning. So expecting, I'm hype for a good game. I'm expecting a good game.
I'm pretty interested. I never played a game like that before, and I mean, I used to live in the South. I grew up spending summers in Louisiana and swimming with the alligators in the Chattahoochee River when I was a kid. So it'll be interesting to kind of, see what kind of story they do with it. If it's voodoo, I think that's really cool. I don't think I've ever played a game with voodoo in it. But it'd be cool if
Mm,
there's something like that in it. There was another game trailer we saw that you and I were talking about, and it's a Souls-like game called Flintlock Siege of Dawn, where you have like this god that looks like this like mythical fox thing, and you play as a girl with like a old style matlock and a sword. And you were like, "I'll play this," and I was like, "Maybe." And it turns out it's already out. And so I actually, while you were getting making your drink, I went and looked up reviews, and it's got mixed reviews.
yeah, I haven't heard any buzz about it, period.
Yeah, I haven't seen anybody stream it. I haven't heard anything about it, and it's been out. I mean, it came out on the 18th, so it's only been like not even a week. But I haven't seen anybody play it. I haven't seen any early access, nothing. So curious because it's from the people who made Ashen, which I don't know what Ashen is, to be honest. But it like advertised from the developers of Ashen, and I was like, I don't know. What?
Yeah, I never heard of Ashen. I'm just looking it up and it does not ring a bell to me. And it also got pretty mixed reviews.
Yeah, so I'm interested because I like Souls-like games, but if it hasn't made like its mark as a good Souls-like game, you know, what's going on there? Uh there's another game that you and I were discussing. There was Avowed, which I was like, nope, and you thought it looked like Baldur's Gate.
It's fantasy. I don't know. It looked like D&D fantasy.
It does look
What?
fantasy. I thought Avowed looked more like Elder Scrolls. Yeah, and
I've
then
just been playing too much Baldur's Gate.
you need to hurry up and do your Dark Urge run, bro.
I will be, I promise.
Uh-huh. Once you get through Elden Ring, which will take another month and a half.
Yeah. I'm
Yeah.
going slow.
Yeah, and yeah, it's fine. Take your time. There's video games are meant to be enjoyed however you wish. I'm actually played so much Elden Ring lately that I'm back on Baldur's Gate again. I start a new playthrough. This is my 21st 20 number 21 playthrough of Baldur's Gate.
Oh my
I have a
God.
problem. Yeah, and so back to Summer Games Fest. We're not gonna. All we ever want to do is talk about Baldur's Gate. We watched the Devolver's showcase. I want to talk about Devolver's showcase.
Mm-hmm.
Usually, in the past, Devolver has really good. It's a really good showcase. It's fun. It's wild. It's crazy. This one was an experience. Were your thoughts on the Devolver showcase?
It's not a whole lot I was looking forward to.
Yeah, there was what, two games, Possessors and the other game Tengatsu from the people
Mm-hmm.
who made Dead Cells. It didn't have
Yeah,
a lot of game trailers. That was my
it was
thing.
more of a movie,
A
and
really
like an
weird
indie
movie.
movie.
Like the guy dressing up and putting his face in cake and then the cops coming and it
It,
was Chinjutsu's the name of the game. Yeah, Chinjutsu. From the devs who did Dead Cells. Yeah, yeah. Yeah. Devolver Showcase was a little bit dry in what it was showing, and they release or they have or they are releasing co-op for Cult of the Lamb, which I've never played, but you played.
I love Cult of the Lamb, but I don't need to play co-op with Cult of the Lamb. Um, so that was not really for me.
Yeah. And I think the only big title or release thing that we did not talk about is the new Dragon Age, the Veil
So
Guard.
you got hot takes on that.
Oh, I do. I do. And at first it was originally called Dragon Age Dreadwolf, I believe.
Yeah.
And then
hmm
they changed it to Veilguard. I love Dragon Age Origins. I have not played the other two because people keep telling me don't play Inquisition. Inquisition's fun. Don't play 2. It's shit. Play 2. It's actually good. They're slow. They're this. And I'm just like, okay, well, what the fuck do you want from me, people? And so I was actually really looking forward to the new Dragon Age. And then and this is for my lack of experience with Dragon Age. So these are hot takes. My mind can be changed. I don't like the art direction for it. It's too Valorant for me. Is what, when I play fantasy games, I like them not to be like fully realistic, but like this one, it reminded me of like Valorant style artwork. Like if you watch or like I don't know if you ever watched League of Legends show on Netflix, what Arcane.
Oh, I haven't yet, but I want to.
It's
But
really
it's
beautiful.
different.
It was very different and I'm like, I don't I, I'm going to wait for it to come out and I'm going to see reviews on it and maybe I'll play it. Uh I'm I'm also kind of skeptical about the story.
hmm
Uh I think I need to play the other ones first, probably. But I just felt like this has been in development for a hot minute, right? I
Yeah.
really
It's
was
been a long time.
not impressed with the trailer. Not impressed. Definitely, definitely not impressed. I wish list it because, I love fucking fantasy shit, but I just don't like the art style. It really just did not hit me with the art style. I did Baldur's Gate ruin it for me? Probably. Probably. Here we are. I just
It's
yeah.
got a heavy. it's got a heavy game to follow.
Yeah.
So better be really good, or else people are just gonna be like, just play Baldur's Gate.
Yeah. Yeah. Probably. And then of course the big titles like Monster Hunter Wilds, very excited for that. I'm a Monster Hunter fiend. Thanks to my friends Larry and JS for getting me hooked on Monster Hunter Wilds. It looks cool. You can actually ride your mount and shoot at the same time. In the other Monster Hunter games, in Worlds you can ride stuff, but you don't have your own mount. And then in Rise you have your own mount, but you can't attack while you're on it per se. So this is more open world versus like in Worlds and Rise, you're more mission based. So you sign up for a
Hmm.
mission, go fight a monster, come back, collect your rewards. This one's more open world, so I'm intrigued by that. Monster Hunter World's coming out next year. Hyped for that. I'm trying to think if there's any other trailers that we saw that worth mentioning. Really, that
Um,
I really felt like this summer games fest, and I mean, I believe that this year is for cooking. A lot of places, a lot of development teams and stuff are cooking. You know, last year's was stacked with games. This year's kind of like let's cook, let's build, let's make, let's create. So next year I'm hoping is like slap me in the face and empty my wallet kind of year, you know?
oh, there was like Atom Fall for me, and what was the other one? Avowed, that I would be like, I'll try it
Mm-hmm.
and see, but the trailer just isn't wowing me a whole lot.
You know what? There was a lot of trailers that you and I watched where we sat there and we're like, what the fuck am I watching? Like, what is this story? I don't understand what's going on. And then there was a few trailers that was like, I swore I would never use my powers again. I was like, shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. And then
Shut up.
they play those fucking, that music where it's like, doom, and then like, it's very slow and dramatic. And then it's like, oh, and I was just like, oh, you're not hooking me, bro. Blast some metal or blast some fucking traditional folk music and then I'll be interested. Not this, League of Legends, epic style music. Like it's overplayed. But I hate when traders like, I swear that I would. Okay, we get it. You guys are all traumatized, broken people who, lost so much and now you're being sucked into a battle again and you swore you would never do this and now here you are. Like, fucking okay, we get it. But there were some trailers I'm like, what's the story? What are you doing? What was that one trailer uh that we saw today? Perfect Dark, where that girl falls from the sky and she enters a town and she's like
Yeah.
parkouring and then she fights some dudes with this like, and I just sat there, I'm like, huh? What? I don't understand. What am I looking at, please? I'm glad you have pretty graphics, but what are you trying to captivate me with?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there's a lot of
It's
that. A lot of
yeah, well,
that.
it is a reboot.
It's a reboot?
Yeah, it's a reboot apparently from
Never heard
the
of it.
2000s game from Rare on the Nintendo 64.
Perfect Dark. Clacking of keyboard. Never heard of it. Never heard of it. It's a series of global disasters bringing ecosystems around the world to the verge of collapse. Become Johanna Dark, Data Dine's elite agent, as she hunts down the world's most wanted criminal, Daniel Carrington, to uncover the mysteries behind the technological breakthroughs that threaten the lives of millions. Still not captivated. A secret agent thriller. I think the last secret agent thriller that came out that tanked was Deathloop. That game was
Oh yeah.
bad. That was such a bad game. I almost bought that and then I watched someone play it and I was like, thank God I did not spend $60 on it. Um,
Yeah, you could always just watch someone else play
that's the
it
beauty
before
of
making a decision.
that's why streaming is just so awesome. But yeah,
Hmm.
Xbox of course showcase more Fallout 76, Starfield, Diablo, World of Warcraft, but you and I both
Stuff we're not into.
don't really give two shits about. Um yeah, it was a quiet year, I think, for games. A quiet year. Very mild. Very, very mild. But that means we could just catch up with our fucking backlogs.
Right?
Yeah. You can finally catch up with Elden Ring and then
And
someday finish Lies
go
of
on to
P
Baldur's Gate.
and
Yeah, someday.
do Baldur's Gate Dark Urge. You also got to finish Lies of P. I'm contemplating on finishing Mass Effect 3. I might. I
Do it.
I
Do
might
it.
do it. I might. I'm not into space games, but I've already played halfway through the third one. I might as well fucking finish it. But I don't remember the story of 3, so I don't know if I'm gonna restart it or just figure it out halfway through the fucking game. But yeah, I think, what were your thoughts on the showcases that you watched?
Like it's I'm just so into like my excitement for
Mm-hmm.
the games upcoming. Like I do have some excitement for a few of the games, but it's more few and far between for what I'm really excited for, like Zoocosis or Deer and Boy
Mm-hmm.
or South of Midnight. Oh, you didn't even mention. I said I'll try this. The Claire Obscure Expedition 33. It's like it looks very pretty,
That's
but
the
you
one I
were
did
not
mention it.
impressed.
I mentioned
You did?
Expedition 33.
Oh, you did? Oh, maybe
I
I
said
wasn't listening.
it looked pretty, but what the fuck
Yeah.
is the story? Yeah, you're like, I'll try it, and I was like, fuck no. No, I thought it looked beautiful, but I just felt like it doesn't have. That's what I feel about a lot of the bigger titles that were announced this year. They don't have depth. Like, where is the
Hmm.
depth? You know, and that's how I
And
felt a lot of these games trailers that we saw. Are like, where's the depth?
yeah, it's okay. Like I hope we'll be pleasantly surprised and everything becomes a big success, but
True.
that's in a perfect world.
Exactly. Exactly. I don't know. I'm I'm just gonna patiently wait. I know we skipped a big trailer too. Everyone's hyped. Okay, I shouldn't say everyone's hyped. A lot. If you're a Star Wars fan, Outlaws I think is coming out this year. I'm not gonna be playing Outlaws. I am so done with Star Wars. I cannot do any more Star Wars for a while. Do,
It's a lot of I'm not a Star Wars fan, but there's a lot of Star Wars out.
yeah, and then I'm kind of excited for the Indiana Jones game. I don't anticipate it to be great, but I grew up with Indiana Jones. I watched those movies with my grandfather, so I'll play it for nostalgia purposes.
Hmm.
And I think the only game that you and I kind of were like, this is kind of sick for an indie game was Pedal something where you play as a guy that delivers pets. It's like Tamagotchi.
Yeah, that looked so cute.
It does. I had a Tamagotchi. I had multiple Tamagotchis when I
The
was a kid.
pedal runner.
Yep, Pedal Runner. I had a lot of Tamagotchis as a kid, so if they're bringing Tamagotchis as a video game, I might indulge. I
I
probably
will
will
try it.
indulge. Uh,
It looks very like Pokemon from the Red and Blue era, which is a big nostalgia for me.
I've never played a Pokemon game, so.
What? Oh my God, that was my childhood.
I didn't have Nintendo stuff growing up. I grew up with PlayStation and Xbox, so I never played Pokemon. I think the closest thing I played to Pokemon is I had cards.
Oh yeah.
Played the card, like the actual physical card game for a while, but I didn't my mom wasn't, we didn't play Nintendo games. So I've never grown up with Pokemon. So I can't have an opinion on it. I don't have an opinion on it. They're a huge fan base. More power to you, to all those Pokemon fiends out there. I grew up with my mom played a lot of horror games and a lot of like action adventures, so I just grew up with violence.
And she
Thanks, mom.
chose violence.
And that is my life now. Is everywhere, every morning I choose violence. So I try being wholesome.
My mom and I would just play the Nancy Drew games and the Harry Potter, like the Harry Potter PC games, 1 and 2.
I played Harry Potter when I was a kid, where you walk around and do stuff from the movies, and you gotta win the cup and win the house challenges. Hell yeah, I played those.
It was those first two were very good games.
They were.
After that, no.
Yeah, after that, no. But those first two games slapped hard, bro. Can't change my mind. Cannot change my mind. I enjoyed those games as a kid. Played the fuck out
I
of them.
think it's widely accepted that the first two games slapped hard as a kid, but then afterwards went off the deep end. Horrible. With the Connect and all that tie-in shit.
What the fuck? No. No, yeah. I'm interested to see what next year's Summer Game Fest will be like. I'm really interested to see, just because I want to see what kind of innovation and what's going to happen, because a lot of the indie devs are coming out with really really neat and fucking wild ideas. Like, are they gonna how are they gonna translate to bigger like AAA games? Who knows? I'm really sick of fucking games that look pretty
Yeah.
and have no depth.
I'm so sick of AAA titles by now. I am most looking forward to indie games, especially indie horror. And I really just want to support indie games.
I do my best. I play a lot of off the wall shit, not on stream, on my own time, but yeah, definitely support it. And I've been playing a lot of new publisher games, like publishers who, it's their first game. I've been playing a lot of that stuff, even if they're part of AAA studios. Like, I'm still, I'm checking them out, because I'm like, when we saw the Assassin's Creed game for when you play Yasuke and the girl, I'm gonna play it because I do enjoy Assassin's Creed games for the most part, but I'm like, I know what to expect from a fucking Ubisoft game, you know what I'm saying? But I like, first time devs, I'll try out your game. Fucking why not? I want to support you. And if you're indie or part of a bigger studio, I'll still try it. But I've been playing a lot of indie games on my own time, and a lot of franchises I would have never gotten into. I've gotten into Grand Blue Fantasy. I tried Phoenix Attorney, and just a lot of weird Asian style games, and I'm having a blast. I've enjoyed them more than I have enjoyed, like, Elden Ring DLC. Not saying that Elden Ring DLC is bad. By all means, it is not bad. I just
Kate's a big Elden Ring player too. All the stuff.
Yeah, FromSoft, please give us a little teaser of a new game. I love you. I loved Elden Ring, but I've played too much of it. It's my own doing to myself. But yeah, I can only mod it so much.
And FromSoft is actually a good example of a AAA company.
Oh,
and
yeah.
It's just basically everybody else.
I literally can count on one hand AAA companies, video game companies that are actually pretty good.
Larian. FromSoft. There you go.
2. Got it. Nailed it. Spot on. Spot on, man. Spot on. Yeah, so yeah, there's a lot of games that you and I were both on the bandwagon for. And a lot of games that you and I were like, what the fuck is this? And so, looking forward to seeing what you play. I will definitely be checking out Tabby's streams for all the demos and stuff for games. She's the horror queen. I just watch her. I can't play horror. You guys watch me play the devil in me. And that was not even that scary, and I literally shit my pants. So
That was so much fun to play together. We need to do more games like that.
Little Nightmares 3 is co-op.
Let's do it.
And I loved the first 2 Little Nightmares, so I will play Little Nightmares 3 with you.
Yes.
Yes. I don't know. I don't know about another horror game. It really depends on what it is, but I'll let Tabby try to talk me into it. All right, Tabby, you got anything else you want to talk about?
No, I don't think so. I think that's it.
Yeah, that's a wrap. So check out all the indie games on Summer Games Fest. You can find the list. There's a lot of websites that have lists, and please support your devs by wishlisting on Steam. If you don't have that, you can also wishlist on console. I don't know if it's the same way as it works on Steam, but a lot of these games are going to be on PC, and so supporting by wishlisting gives them more visibility, and so definitely check them out. And guys, thank you for hanging out with us. We'll see you guys in the next episode, right, Tabby?
We will, and it'll come out sooner than later.
Promise, as long as life doesn't keep taking a dump on us.
Hopefully, fingers crossed, it's done and over with.
All right, over and out, guys.
Bye-bye. Thank you so much for tuning in to another tipsy and geeky adventure with Tipsy Geeks Unite. We hope you had as much fun as we did.
Absolutely. And remember, you can catch our episodes not only on your favorite podcast platforms, but also on YouTube. That's right. We're now streaming our episodes on YouTube. Make sure you subscribe to our channel and hit the notification bell to stay updated with our latest episodes.
Make sure to join us bi-weekly. A new episode drops every other week in our quest, promising a continuous dose of excitement and nerdiness just for you.
For an extra dose of geekiness, check out the show notes for links to our individual Twitch channels. You can catch us individually streaming a variety of video games, and we'd love to have you join us.
Thanks for geeking out with us, and until next time, stay tipsy and keep on geeking.
Keep your dice rolling high and your critical hits frequent. Until our next quest, my gaming comrades, cheers.